Hey guys, it's Jess from PLB Books, and today I'm here with my RomanceopolyAthon TBR. The RomanceopolyAthon is happening from the 8th to the 15th. I never know what day it ends. It's a week, so it's the 8th to whatever day is a week after that. And this is to help us catch up on the Romanceopoly challenge. I am super far behind. I didn't read, I think, any in February. I maybe read one. And so I'm still like really far behind. I think I read 2 this month. So I need to catch up, and that is the whole point of this readathon. So I'm going to go through my challenges and my categories for Romanceopoly that I've landed on that go with those challenges. So I do have one book that's not at all part of Romanceopoly. I just did not get a challenge that I wanted to read a one-word title for, so I'm gonna get to that, but I will leave the announcement video down below so you can check out all the challenges and see the announcement for the readathon. So yeah, we're going to get started. So the first challenge is actually 2. The first 2 are with this book, and the one is read a book with red on the cover and read a book with ads on the cover. And I'm going to read Hot to the Touch by J.C. Burton. This is a, obviously, firefighter romance, and so I'm reading this for Fire Station. I was so lucky to land on this now because this is an arc from Berkeley. I was sent this from Berkeley, and this comes out in May, and so this is the perfect time I wanted to read it, and I knew Fire Station was one of the squares on the board, and I landed on it next, so I'm very excited to read this. And it counts for red because he does have like red suspenders. There's red here, red up here, so there's just red everywhere on this book, and I'm excited to read it. This is about a guy who's a firefighter, and his best friend's sister has to live with him, so it sounds super fun, and I can't wait to read it. So the next challenge that I am doing, there's 2 other challenges. I think I have 4 books on my TBR, so I'm definitely doubling up because we have 7 challenges. So the next book counts for read a book with an illustrated cover and read a book you already own. And so for this one, I landed on the free choice space on Romanceopoly, which is the library. And I'm going to read The Proposal by Jasmine Guillory. This has the illustrated couple. It's got a lot of illustrations on the cover. This is also a book that has been on my shelf for way too long. I got this from Berkeley when it released, and I still haven't read it yet. So I definitely need to read this ASAP. It is about a girl who's proposed to at a baseball game. She's not really into her boyfriend, so she's like, no. And then this guy saves her, and he's a character from The Wedding Date. So very excited for this. About time that I read this. Like I said, I wanted to read a book with 1 word in the title, and there's one that came to mind that I really wanted to read because I've been in the mood for this kind of book lately, and that is Jameson by Nicole James. I've had this since I met Nicole James at a motorcycle romance signing last year, so I want to read it. I don't have any other books with 1 word in the title for this readathon I wanted to read that I had a challenge for. The next square that I rolled after all the ones that I'm reading for this readathon was a historical romance, and I don't have any with 1 word in the title that I'm dying to read right now, so I'm going to put that off so I can read a historical romance I'm really in the mood for and read this instead. So this doesn't count for anything in the Romanceopoly, but I'm gonna read it. It's a tattoo romance, but she writes motorcycle romances, but I don't even know if they have motorcycles, but it's a tattoo romance, but I want to read it. Okay, so the last one are challenges. Read a new to you author and read a recommendation from PLB Books or Under the Covers. This one, the ladies from Under the Covers, at least 2 of them love this book. And I'm reading this for the challenge of Creature Crescent, and that is A Hunger Like No Other by Kresley Cole. I have not read a Kresley Cole book to my recollection. I'm pretty sure that I haven't. And it is a vampire romance, and ever since, I think Suzanne's the one who posted about it or talked about it in one of their videos, and I'm like, I want to read that right now. So I got a copy from Half Price Books, and I'm going to read it, and I'm going to love it. So I'm very excited for this. All I know is it's a vampire romance. I don't want to know anything else. And that is my TBR for RomanceopolyAthon. It is only 4 books. I'm trying to be realistic. I do work the whole week. That week is testing week. It is our first week of testing for the air test in Ohio. And my students are taking their tests. The 10th grade English class take their tests that week, as well as the 9th grade English classes. So I'm going to be like a hot mess trying to prepare my kids for that test because that does reflect on my teaching. Part of the test results are part of my evaluation, so I definitely want to make sure that my kids do well. And I try my best not to teach the test. Obviously you don't want to, but you really want your kids to do well. So we are hardcore buckling down next week, and they're ready to take it. I have faith in them. I just get nervous during testing time. So after that, though, it's free sailing until the end of the school year for me, but my kids have like 3 more weeks of testing. It's crazy how much testing we have in April, but that's how my week's gonna go. So I'll probably talk about that in my vlog, but let me know down below if you're participating in RomanceopolyAthon. If you have a video, make sure you link it down below so I can check it out. And that's all I have. As always, thank you so much for watching, and have a good day. Bye.